I'm Sergeant Ramsey. I'm the one that called you. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry to call you. Listen, we had a report of a disturbance at your house, and there were shots fired. Is your husband Michael? Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, ma'am. He's been killed. He's been killed, man. I'm sorry. Listen.
No.
Try to calm down. Listen, right now we need to get you to the station. We need to get you to our police station. I can't let you see him, man. We have to do our job. If you want us to find this killer, okay? We need you to calm down. I'm gonna need you to go with these detectives, okay? Does he have enemies? Is there anyone that would want to hurt him? Okay, who would want to hurt him? Witnesses said they saw a black male running from me. I can't let you see him, ma'am. Ma'am, I cannot do this right now. Ma'am, I can't do it.
Now that was difficult to watch, right? A wife discovering that her husband had just been murdered and absolutely falling apart. Just in absolute grief and shock, right? Wrong. What you've just seen is a demonstration of pure, unfiltered female nature. Absolutely solipsistically self-centered, completely and utterly devoid of empathy and remorse for a man, and a level of deceit and manipulation that most men wouldn't even be capable of. But she did as though it was second nature, because it is in fact first nature. The first nature of female nature is deception and manipulation, because that is a woman's evolutionary survival strategy and mating strategy. It is built on deception and manipulation, which is why women are masters of it. And I'm going to show you the full story now. I just want you to bear in mind what you've just seen in terms of her completely fake reaction to hearing that her husband has been killed. Let's get into this.
This guy Muhammad walks into the Boynton Beach police station and he says, I know a woman who's trying to hire a hitman to kill her husband.
She has to find someone who can kill her husband for her.
The man, Mohammed Shahadi, was recorded as he talked to detectives about his one-time lover, Dalia DiPolito. He tells police he's speaking out to save the man's life.
Are you scared for the guy?
Yes, because she's really, dead serious on getting this done.
Well, at the time, we didn't know what to believe. We were kind of, weren't sure what we had.
They had their reservations. They had to say, let's see some proof.
To get proof, the cops make Mohammed a confidential informant. He arranges to meet Dalia at this gas station. Cops are staked out as their mystery woman arrives.
And she actually stepped out of the car. We were surprised because she didn't look like the type.
She didn't look like a killer, but Detective Alex Moreno says she's about to show her true colors.
Hey, what's up?
She gets into Mohammed's silver Lexus. While you can't quite see them on the hidden camera cops had installed, you can sure hear them talking about a hitman.
This guy's a professional. It's not bull.
Once she gets in the car and she meets up with the informant, we realized that this guy was credible.
His mom is not going to get suspicious of you or anything like that.
Why me? Like, do you know what telling somebody it? Nobody's going to be able to point a finger at me.
She's just talking about it like she's ordering lunch.
Mohammed tells Dalia the hitman wants $1,200 to buy a gun. She comes prepared. She has a wad of cash in her bag and counts it out and hands it over. And shortly afterward, gives him a photo of Mike.
Wipe my pants off the pictures. Really? You're going to give him something with fingerprints all over?
And at that moment, the detectives realize, we've got her. This is real. She just handed him $1,200 in a picture of the husband that she wants murdered.
We were shocked how easily she talked about getting her husband.
2 days later, the talk turns to action in the CVS parking lot. She's not there to pick up a prescription.
So I came here, I pretty much parked in this exact spot right here.
This is Whitty Jean, an undercover police officer.
She parked one to the third space from here.
Police say Dalia thinks she is meeting an actual hitman in his cherry red convertible.
We're staying in here, right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
He makes his plan crystal clear.
I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it and when exactly it's going to be done.
A burglary gone wrong that leaves Mike dead.
Everybody works in the daytime.
Right.
When he's at work, when he's not at work, then, he gets to it now, and when it's done, you're not going to have an option to change your mind, even if you change your mind.
No, there's no, I'm determined
definitely
already. I'm positive, 5,000% sure.
There it is. The press would have a field day with this line. Listen again. She's 5,000% sure.
I'm positive, 5,000% sure. No, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
No, she wasn't just 100% sure. She was 5,000% sure that she wanted her husband killed.
I was a little shocked because I didn't think she was going to be that open.
Dahlia never backs off.
No, I'm not going to, I'm a lot tougher than what I look. I know you see me and you're like, oh, what a cute little girl, whatever. But I'm not.
You are. You're beautiful.
Thank you, but, I just need to make sure everything's going to take care of.
The not-so-cute little girl agrees to a plan. She will leave the house early Wednesday morning.
I'll be in the house by 6:30 Wednesday morning, 6 o'clock.
Sure enough, she's at this gym around 6 a.m. Wednesday, leaving Mike DiPolito home alone, in bed, still recovering from liposuction from 2 weeks before.
At this point, the police have all the evidence they need. These are experienced officers. You know that you have enough. You have a case. Done. End of story. But not end of television show.
Television show?
Bad boys, what you gonna do when they come for you?
That's right. Turns out a reality show has come to Boynton Beach.
Got the video?
Yep.
And the timing couldn't be better. They'll be able to film the last part of the police investigation.
Detectives, they were going to stage this fake crime scene.
I hear a banging on the door.
Yes. Sergeant Sheridan, Boynton Police Department.
The TV show cameras are rolling when police wake up Mike. That's Officer Moreno at the door.
Your wife has hired a person to kill you.
Relax, just
relax.
Take it easy.
Take a deep breath.
Then sit down.
The guy was totally in shock that this was going on.
I was very surprised. I was like, because then it hit me like, this is a mess.
They drive him away and transform the street to make it appear they're really investigating Mike's murder. The TV show Cops, along with Boynton Beach police, have cameras rolling when a detective calls Dahlia at the gym.
We're at your residence, ma'am. Can you come right back to your residence, please?
She's back in a flash, and now watch carefully. You be the judge of what happens next.
Is your husband Michael? Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, man. He's been killed. He's been killed, man. I'm sorry. Listen. Try to calm down.
We know the cops are acting.
I can't let you see it, ma'am.
What about Dahlia?
I need you to take her to the station. Amidst all of that tremors and shaking of her body, there wasn't any real tears.
They hustled Dahlia off to this interrogation room for questioning. Another recorded moment.
Are you sure that you don't know anybody who want to kill your husband? You wouldn't want to kill him, I hope. Not at all.
It's almost like something out of Law and Order.
There's no more games with you and I. Now we're going to get down to serious business. I want to know if you know this guy. Come here.
They bring in Officer Witty Jean, the supposed hitman from the car.
Get over here. You know who this guy is?
No.
You've never seen him before?
I've never seen him before.
She just stared at him. She said she didn't know him.
And then, call it a resurrection.
Oh my God.
He's alive.
Police have another surprise for Dahlia DiPolito.
Here, please. Come here. Mike, come here. Come here, please. Come here. Why not? I didn't do anything to you. Mike, come here, please.
What? You're alive? I love that moment, and I'm sure a jury will too.
You're going to jail today for solicitation of murder. You're under arrest.
I didn't do anything.
Did you hear what I just told you?
You kept saying, I didn't do anything.
Please, I didn't do anything.
Was that all you could think of to say?
They were accusing me of trying to have my husband killed, and
Looks like it's all over for the newlywed accused of hiring a hitman to do away with her husband.
We find the defendant guilty of solicitation to commit first-degree murder.
Sobs rang out as the verdict was announced. Dahlia DiPolito looked distraught as she sat with her hands cuffed behind her. Then she asked the judge,
Can I have a moment, please, to call my son?
DiPolito, a realtor, was secretly recorded meeting an undercover cop who was posing as a hitman.
Sure you want to kill this dude?
I'm positive, 5,000% sure.
Seeing the video.
It's kind of like she's ordering a cheese sandwich, asking someone to kill me.
I didn't do anything, and I didn't plot anything.
At her first trial in 2011, a jury found DiPolito guilty of soliciting murder. That conviction was overturned on appeal. She was tried a second time last year, but that resulted in a hung jury. Then, this month, a third trial was held at which her ex-husband took the stand.
That was probably the highlight. He was the first witness called by prosecutors. He did not testify at the retrial.
This time, the jurors deliberated for just 90 minutes before returning with a guilty verdict.
Now, don't get it twisted, my brothers. The moral of the story is not that all women are evil bitches like this woman. No. The moral of the story is that all women are capable of being evil bitches like this woman because of female nature.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
You may have noticed how much AI slop has infected the manosphere. As you can probably tell by all the breathing and the mistakes, I'm a real human being called Paradox that is recording these videos spontaneously off the top of my head. If you support real human beings instead of scripted AI, please like this video and comment on this video and share this video. Because the more of my viewers that do that, the better my chances of competing in the algorithm with the AI slop channels that can just use ChatGPT to produce 3 scripts a day and 3 videos a day and just flood the manosphere with churned out, hollow, superficial content to make money. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing this to help men like you. So if you appreciate someone who actually cares about men, putting in time and effort to help you without making any money, please help me compete with the AI slop in the algorithm. Thank you, brother. And just to remind you what female nature actually is, forget hypergamy, forget Brifort's law, forget all the stuff the rest of the manosphere talks about. This is what female nature really is in practical terms that cause women to be the way they are. It is female solipsism, complete self-centeredness. The world revolves around me. It's all about me. It's emotional reasoning, thinking with your feelings. If this makes me feel bad, it's wrong and false. If this makes me feel good, it's right and true.
Yes.
That's thinking with your feelings, emotional reasoning. And third, natural born victimhood. Evolution didn't design women to solve their own problems, to be responsible, to be able to respond to the challenges of life. Evolution designed women to be able to deceive and manipulate a man into solving her problems, giving her resources, working out how to hunt woolly mammoths and bringing the food back to the woman, protecting the woman from predators and other tribes. So women are not responsible. They're not able to respond to the problems and challenges and adversities of life because they're designed to get a man to do that. So they're natural born victims. That's what damseling is. When a woman has a problem, she damsels. She cries, "Oh, you're taking my abortion rights away. Oh, women, patriarchy, oppression." And she gets men to give her the vote, to vote for abortion laws, to vote for DEI. Men voted for all this nonsense because women cried and played the damsel, and weak men felt sorry for them and did their bidding. That's how female power operates. It operates by deceiving and manipulating men into giving them power. Yeah?
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
And those 3 aspects of female nature, when you add the toxic corruption of female supremacy, 60 years of feminism, 60 years of girls being brought up to believe that women are superior to men, women are worth more than men, and men exist to make women happy. That's what feminism has done. When you add that toxic cocktail to female nature, which is basically inherently self-centered and selfish, it's emotional reasoning, thinking with your feelings, and then natural born victimhood and irresponsibility. When you add that together, that makes every single woman capable of doing this to her husband in a way that men aren't. So let me put it this way. When a man marries a woman, for a man to marry a woman, he has to love her, because he is committing to provide and protect. He is committing not to follow his biological programming to spread his seed far and wide, but to be monogamous and be exclusive and build a family with this woman. So for a man to marry a woman, he has to love her and at the very least feel empathy towards her and feel remorse if he lets her down. We know that. No man is going to marry a woman unless he feels like he loves her. However, a woman can easily marry a man she has no love for and no empathy and no remorse. Because a woman can easily deceive a man and manipulate a man into marrying her when she doesn't love him at all, but she loves what he can give her. In other words, financial resources, a particular lifestyle, particular exciting travel experiences, etc., etc. So a woman can get married to a man she does not love and feels no empathy towards and would feel no remorse towards divorcing, ruining his life, taking half his stuff and poisoning his children against him. Like basically 50% of wives do exactly that, which proves the point. Women do it all the time. Women marry men they don't love because they love what the man gives them. Yeah? So that's the difference between men and women. There are evil men. There are men that kill their wives and whole families, usually not without provocation, but we won't go there. But yeah, there are evil men and there are evil women. My point is that all women are capable of being evil towards their husband or boyfriend. Whereas men, in general, the vast majority of men are not capable of that kind of evil towards their girlfriends and wives because they wouldn't marry someone they felt such a lack of empathy for and such animosity towards. Whereas women can absolutely hate you, but live with you because they want your money and resources. Yeah, see the difference? That is why I recommend that men steer clear of long-term relationships. Ideally, you go full MGTOW monk like myself, but I understand a lot of men don't have control over their libido, so they need sex. So the second best option would be to pay professionals. But if you truly can't get over your need to conquer a woman and get her into bed, if you have to do that, then stick to situationships and friends with benefits. Don't allow a woman to cohabit or have any power or control over your life, because all women are capable of doing what she did. So if she knows where you live, she knows where you work, if she has access to any of your stuff, this is potentially what might happen. If she feels scorned, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And she doesn't even have to feel scorned. We know how many false accusations are made and how many men's lives are ruined just because she feels guilty about sleeping with a guy. So she decides to make a false accusation. This is why, MGTOW monk is absolutely the best option. Paying for professionals who won't make false accusations against you is the second best option. And if you want to take the risk, situationships and friends with benefits, but absolutely no cohabiting, absolutely no long-term relationships, absolutely no marriage. If you have the sense God gave you.
What would you do with a brain if you had one?
Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Stop complaining about the results you didn't get from the work you didn't put in. The only way to become more successful than most people is to be willing to do something most people aren't willing to do.
God, we should walk away from this.
Hold on. If I were to do this, if I even could do it, I'd need a guarantee. How do I know you can deliver?
You don't. But I can. So, do you want to take a leap of faith? or become an old man filled with regret, waiting to die alone.